Good evening, everyone. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, this one tonight. 5 ingredients, that's it. Chris is in his element because it's only 5 ingredients.
I don't possibly bored in it, don't matter.
So yeah, he only likes it because it's like not many ingredients and not many pots. So sorry about that. I'll put link in a minute, Tracy. Hey,
Ruby.
Hi, Ruby. How are you? Sorry, I'm just cleaning my glasses. So yeah, I'm just going to put link in for Tracy, and I say it every week. This link is only for Tracy's purposes only. Try coming in, you're not getting. Simple as. So there you go. That is solely for the purpose of Tracy. Yeah. Everybody knows that I like to do something, you know, not the traditional mince pie. So I'm using mincemeat this week, and I'm also using mincemeat next week because we're doing mincemeat cookies. So, but if people that were watching yesterday know, it's not just any mincemeat, it's extra special mincemeat. I don't know. You've got my permission, Amjad. If anybody, you know. So yeah, it's got dark rum and brown butter and spices. I can't eat mincemeat and drive. Well, you ain't got no to drive. So right, car went in for MOT. Hi Tim, how are you? And he got a phone call about 4 o'clock, and it says it failed on a couple of things, but they only like little things. What did you say?
One of washers weren't working.
Yeah, you know when you
screen washers.
Yeah, where it squirts water onto its screen. Yeah, one of them were a bit clogged up, so it sort of failed on that. What other thing? Oh, something to do with rim on wheel.
Tire, I think rims on tire. Right.
They're only little things, but he says basically they've been that busy with work and everything that we can't get back till tomorrow. So Chris says, well, you know, at least when I get it back, I know it's MOT'd, and because it runs out on 7th, so I mean it's 6 tomorrow. So at least, you know, we know it's all legal. So, you know, same as Chris says, they weren't going anywhere anyway in particular, you know what I mean? So, oh, you want to smell that mincemeat, Tracy?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Honestly, are you using that mince with rum in?
Yeah. Well, you see, that what only mincemeat could get me from Asda yesterday. So I'd asked him to, because we're doing the cookies next week, that were the only, I said, bring me 2. So we bought me 2 of them.
Stop it.
Yeah, we're all right. Amjad. We had a few, you know, them under bridge after, yeah.
Not a lot tonight, is the recipe?
No, Chris is in his element. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. But yeah, I nearly forgot to take the strawberries out. I forgot where Chris went to the kitchen for something, and then he went, "Yeah, took your strawberries out." I went, "Oh, I want them to be solid, but I don't want them to be, you know."
Yeah, that's with me.
I've been sort of, you know. I think they're all right. There's only a few that's like stuck together.
All good, Amjad.
Yeah, we're all right. You know, we had a bit of bother at end, but
we're swiftly dealt with.
Does mincemeat and fruitcake have? No, not really, Ruby. Oh dear. Oh dear. Probably got one of
Uh-oh.
trillions and millions of bugs, Tim. Tell you, I felt right out of sorts on Sunday. Don't know what it were. Just didn't feel, yeah.
I know, me too. I think I've catched it off a Khalid.
But
He's
anyway,
got
you know,
poetry.
I felt like everything had drained out on me. And, you know, I just got energy, you know what I mean? And I got like this stonking headache. But anyway, I'm doing mine in something like that. But I know, obviously, if you're doing it in your...
Yeah, I've got a deepish team.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, that's only like one of them, you know, them tray baked tins that you gave me. Yeah. That's all I mean, yours is not a deal, you know, smaller than mine, but it's deep.
No, it's just a little bit thicker, that's all. If I could get it out.
Yeah, yours is a bit deeper. Pneumonia is raging here. I think, Ruby, what it is this that many changes in the weather. I think that's basically everybody's coming down sick. You know what I mean? There's like stomach bugs going down. There's, you know, there's all sorts, colds, you know, flu, etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean? You know what? You know, like this time last week. Well, not this time last week, but you know what I mean. Like last week, we got snow and ice. Now we've got flood warnings because it's been raining
here, you know,
non-stop.
Stop for a little break. That's it, and it started again.
Yeah, I know. And then they wonder why his bodies can't fight off these, you know, all these bugs going around. So, if you're wondering what we're talking about, Ruby, that is the mincemeat.
Oh, I can't get mine off. I've just remembered.
Can't
get the lid off of it.
I
got my wrist earlier trying to squeeze it off. It's one of them ones.
And
I can't. It's too tight.
I can't really explain. You can smell rum in it.
Oh, God.
And like the spices. Tracy, what's a mincemeat undoing? Yeah, she can't get lid off it.
Tap it on your desk. The lid on the desk very lightly. A tea towel.
Yeah, try a tea towel.
Oh, done it.
Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. She's done it.
Hey.
But what? Yeah, honestly, Tim, Amjad, it's been raining all night, non-stop, and all day. And Chris had to go take car in all that, and go up early because he got to walk, biscuit, etc.
You don't realise how long I've been trying to get the lid off this jar. And I forgot to tell Johnny when he come down and got my cooker down off at cupboard. So to take it off, but I've done it anyway now.
It's good advice from Chris there. If you ever want any, you know, advice about undoing jars, Chris is your man. You know, tap it and unwrap it.
Oh, if you can't do that,
I had to tap it a long time ago.
But anyway, there you go.
Hey there, old Johnny lad.
She were nearly going to have to shout you then, Johnny. She couldn't get lid off the mincemeat.
Wrist, Johnny. You'd have been taking me to the casualty.
Nearly broke her wrist.
Oh, I don't know either. They put them on so tight.
But that's it, Ruby. You know what I mean? The body doesn't know whether it's coming or going, because one minute it's like snow and it's ice, and you know, and then next minute
you wrap up, don't you, for different weathers and that, don't you?
Yeah, it's like you don't know how to dress. You don't know, you know, how to dress when you're going out. You know what I mean? And you've gone from like having to wear a jumper, you know, to back to t-shirts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just don't know what it's doing. But yeah, in my mincemeat, Tracy, mine were 411 grams, and it does say, and I thought, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Chuck it
It'll
all,
only be a
chuck
little
it
bit
all
less.
in bowl. I'm
I'll
sure
put
I not have
there.
any complaints. But you see, if you're wondering, anybody, why me and Tracy are both using strawberries, Chris don't like Glace Cherries. Now, I know we made the upside down, pineapple upside down last week.
Oh, yeah,
But all Chris did were like pick cherry out. Well, with this, you actually bake the cherry inside the slice. So Chris wouldn't have gone nowhere near it.
Yeah. Well, I asked Johnny what he preferred. Did he prefer me to make cherries? Because we both like cherries, but he says strawberries, so I got some as well.
But you see, this is the thing.
Mine like that, isn't it?
Mine are right little
circles.
Yeah. That's mine, look. They're like in little pieces. Should be all right. Yeah. But you see, the reason why we've froze them is because everybody knows that they're a bit of a squishy fruit, aren't they? So me and Tracy come to agreement that we're going to freeze them and, you know, bake it in.
I know you've had yours at freezer since yesterday, haven't you? He said.
Yeah, I put my, because I cut them up, because Chris got them yesterday, and I thought, well, why, you know, rather than, I thought, sod it, I'll cut them up, put them in that container, and they're in freezer.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did mine this afternoon, but they still were frozen when I got them out of the freezer.
Yeah, we nearly forgot all about it.
I know, I didn't for quite.
Until Chris went to the kitchen and he says, shouldn't you have got them strawberries out? I went, oh, shit, yeah. Well, I am going to rub my butter in the old-fashioned way. So I know you're probably using
my thing, yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought, well, I'll have a go rubbing it in, you know.
I'll have a go with that, and then if I think I can do, I've got gloves as well.
You see, the only problem I've got with that, Tracy, is it all sticks to blades, and I'm always frightened that I'm going to cut my finger. That's where it is.
I'll get
they are quite sharp. So I thought, sod it, I'll do it old-fashioned way. So yeah, Chris has just got me butter out. I'll just turn my camera around and we will commence. The longest part about I'm not overly fussed at cranberries, to be honest with you, Ruby. I can eat stuff in stuff, but I'm not really over fussed at cranberries. Right. So it's quite a lot of flour, 400 grams of plain flour or all-purpose flour. I find the cranberries are a bit tart though, Ruby. I don't know about anybody else. This is 250 grams of butter. So yeah, that's 250 grams. I mean, mine's still solid, Tracy.
Yeah, I just took mine out of the fridge about 10 minutes ago, but it's just still a little bit.
So yeah, we're going to proceed now. We're going to rub the butter into the flour till it resembles breadcrumbs. Sorry, I've got to as you sorted carpet out now, then is it all safe and
oh, they've done a brilliant job as Johnny. Fred's over at moon, he can't thank him enough.
Oh, bless him.
Apparently, John, I don't know if you know, but Johnny today went to Screwfix or wherever he was going to get some extra, you know, carpet rippers.
Oh, yeah.
To make it a bit more safer on steps. And when he got there, my silly brother, He's put some underlay something down on top of a carpet instead of taking carpet up. And found out, and Johnny's pulled it all up and found out original grippers. So he's brought other grip, the ones what he bought. Oh,
But the thing is, who puts
he
carpet
doesn't
on top
think my brother, you know. I'm sure he don't, because that would have saved us money. We wouldn't have had to buy any more today.
That's it.
Now we're stuck with some carpet grippers. Unless he's going to use them himself. I don't know.
They'll come in handy.
Well, they won't come in handy for something.
But yeah, it's essential. This is. Johnny says thick as a pig's bleep, bleep. But yeah.
He's been out all day at it with him. So when he came back,
even I know you don't do that, Johnny, and I'm no carpet fitter. But yeah, this is it's essential that you get your your butter is quite firm. Obviously you see.
I'm gonna have to get my hands in a minute. It's a bit lumpy with butter.
But yeah, so this is your base of your slice, which is like a shortbread, and then the rest you leave it as it is and crumble it over the top once you've put your mincemeat. The biggest thing with this, Tracy, is the bake time. Gas mark 4 or 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees centigrade.
Yeah.
But who puts nails in, Johnny? This is the thing, especially with a young kid about.
Might have been down from last people. I'm not quite sure. Because my brother said, "Oh no, it's there because I'm going to get some carpet tacks." This is what Johnny said.
Well, Johnny was saying like last night. He says, "Yeah, he's put tacks and they're all sticking out all over the place."
Yeah.
I says, "Well, that's not safe. We're kidding knocking about."
Didn't pay him, did it?
The first day Christopher put the carpet down on the stairs, I think he just
wasn't your brother that did it?
Wasn't
your brother that
fell down?
Trace?
I nearly fell down them.
No, I mean, who were it that laid it?
My brother.
I thought it was Tracy's brother.
He put Frad's underlay and bedroom carpet on top of another carpet on some narrow steps. He left gaps. So when you were coming down the step, I mean, I said to Johnny, I said, I just nearly broke my neck on them steps. He hadn't put that carpet down right. Well, John went up and he went, "Oh, I'll have to come back."
Well, you see, this is the thing, Tracy, same as I said to Johnny last night. It's all right with Farad's coming down with Khalid in his arms.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going to see it, and then he's going to, both of them's going to end up at bottom of stairs.
Johnny's took some pictures and he sent me them, and it's a lot better. It's a lot better.
I bear it where Johnny. He says carpet were moving underfoot. Tell you, you know what I mean? Nearly there. Just a bit longer to. Only got it all rubbed in. I don't know whether you can see that, guys. It's nearly rubbed in. I've just got a bit more to do, and it's got to resemble, near enough breadcrumbs. So just a few bit longer, and I think we'll be there. Still a few bit of butter Needs rubbing into. Oh dear, that one's a good one. He did say that one last night, and it sort of tickled me. And he says, "Who by Stevie Wonder?" But it's sorted now. That's the main thing. At least he knows it's safe. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's. That's what I said, Johnny. Arthur job. I think that's about done now. That's it. Look, it's. I don't know whether you can see that, guys. It's resembling bread, like very fine breadcrumbs. So to this, you've got to add 50 grams of. Well, it does say golden caster sugar, but I've got some somewhere, but I don't know. So I've just used ordinary.
Mine's just normal, Jeanette.
Yeah, mine is. So, but yeah, I have got some somewhere, Tracy. I think it's under the stairs somewhere, but. So yeah, you just sort of fold this through your. Hi, Crypto. How are you?
Hi, Crypto.
Yeah, so we've just done as thing. That's just your flour. Rubbed your butter in, and I've just added some sugar. Now half of this goes in your baking tray. I'm trying to get it even first before I flatten it out with my spoon. This is Crypto. Do you know anybody that's laid a carpet with their eyes closed? I've got my spoon now, so I'm just gonna smooth that out. And this is going to make like a shortbread base. Hiya, Gaffer. How are you? I should have been a plasterer or something, Tracy. That's as smooth as a baby's bum, that is.
Mm.
You know, if you don't stop it, I'm going to kick your right up your jacksie. Oi, I'm talking to you. So if you don't stop doing that, I'm going to kick you right up your jacksie. He knows what he's doing. He's rocking backwards and forwards on his chair knowing it creaks. And he knows it drives me nuts. You better not, else I'll throw something at you. So yeah, so that is that smoothed out now. We can see. Tap. So yeah, so that's that all. Johnny says, Brad, I said, Uncle, I will never forget what you have done for me and my family. I said, neither will I take Visa or hard cash. Now, this is 400 grams of mincemeat. But, yeah, the one that I've bought, it's got a kick to it. So it says, using a teaspoon, dot all over the base to form a layer. Do not drag the mincemeat over the base or else it will lift the shortbread. Talking of which, it's all right, I've just remembered I've got a teaspoon here. I was just going to dot it with I can't explain, Tracy, how it smells. You know, with it being like rum in it.
What, Jeanette?
I says I can't explain how this. You can actually smell the rum in it. Smells lovely. I mean, not as I like rum, you know what I mean? But yeah. Now, at this stage, a lot of people might be tempted to, you know, but it says if you try that, it'll basically lift. I mean, even now, I mean, just like me dotting it on mine, it's sort of, you can see it sort of lifting it slightly. He says I prefer my rum as a side dish. Honestly, Gaffer, you want to smell this? It smells lovely. And I'm not, you know, I don't particularly like rum, but yeah. But you imagine that, but we added spices as well. It smells lovely. No. So that's that. That's all that gone. So now, you see me and Tracy using strawberries. We're not using cherries. So I have had them in freezer just so, you know, they don't, so they're a bit more solid when. So yeah, these has been in freezer. It's just a case of like dropping, you know. I used all punny to strawberries and all.
Yeah, I did.
Well, you know what I'm like, Tracy, I hate waste, so I thought, sod it. It were only a 200 and something gram punny of strawberries, so. Well, you see, it does call for glassy cherries, Crypto, but everybody knows that Chris don't like glassy cherries, so me and Tracy were trying to think of an alternative to come up with.
Yeah,
And the obvious one was strawberries.
Oh, I've just got enough, Jeanette.
And there you go. That's all mine gone as well. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. So now what we're going to do, the rest of the all you basically do is just grab a handful and oh, Shanky. Hi, Mr. Prime.
Hi, Mr. Prime. And all mine's covered now.
Hey?
All mine's covered now.
Yeah, I've nearly done all mine, Tracy, as well. Doesn't somebody be man when to come in? Baby. Baby. You have to come in, I don't know what it is.
Come on. Go on. Finish your baking, buddy.
Hi, Bria, how are you?
Hey, Bria.
Gary!
Gary!
Gary.
Good buddy. Take. That's about it. These two are, these ones are themselves. The cold.
Right, so now that needs going in the oven. It does say for between 35 and 40 minutes. Now I've set my timer for 35.
Are you ready to go in?
Yeah, I always like to, you know, if you do it for 40 and it's done too much, then there's no going back. If you like do it for 35 and it's not quite done, you can always put it back in the oven, can't you? Be careful.
Oh, I've got it there. Baby.
And as they say, that is that. Yeah. I'm thinking of doing two things next week, as well as the mincemeat cookies. I'm on about what they're called. You tell me and I'll tell you. Hot chocolate cupcakes. So because we've got to fit everything in before Christmas, and obviously week after next is like the run up to Christmas weekend. So Tracy wanted to do, we've got a, you tell me, Tracy, and I'll tell you. Christmas chocolate tray bake is the the last in the series. Yeah.
What did you say a minute ago? You're going to make some chocolate cookies.
Basically, the things that we're making next week, they're like thumbprint cookies, but you put a teaspoon of mincemeat in the, where you press your thumbprint in. You put a teaspoon of mincemeat in, and then once they've cooled down, you put like an icing on them. But these cupcakes is like hot chocolate cupcakes, and then and then you put like an icing on them, and a piece of flake on top. So I thought, cause both of them are.
So with it being hot chocolate, I'll be using hot chocolate, drinking chocolate.
Yeah, it is.
Recipe.
Yeah, it's not cocoa; it's hot chocolate.
Yeah, like Cadbury's or something.
Yeah. Because when you've done your when you've done your frosting, you sprinkle a little bit of hot chocolate on top of your frosting and then put a little bit of flake. Because I was thinking, if you get a pack of 4 flakes, if you cut each individual into 3, that makes 12, doesn't it? And it makes 12 cupcakes.
Ah.
So we can get away with 1 pack of flakes, you see.
And then you're going to sift some chocolate powder over top.
Yeah, some cocoa, yeah. Before you add your flake, you know, when you've done put your frosting on, you sprinkle a little bit of hot chocolate on top and then just place the flake on it. So that is next week. That is we're going to be making mincemeat, like thumbprint cookies, as well as these hot chocolate cupcakes.
Well, that thing what you're going to do last for Christmas.
Yeah, the tray bake.
Did you say that you can freeze that, Jeanette?
Yeah.
Because I might freeze that one and save it for Christmas. You know what I mean?
But I've got some. I'm going to make my own gingerbread men because I've got some gingerbread men cookie cutters, but they're the big ones. Now the ones that I've sent for are like they've got a tiny one in.
Have you seen the gingerbread houses you can get as well? It's a ginger biscuit, whatever it is, but it's gives you all instructions and how to do it, and you build the house out of the ginger cookie.
Oh yeah.
Well, Keena wants me to get one for her. They're selling in Morrison's.
But anyway,
it's all there for you. You know, outside, you just got to glue it all to.
But I was thinking like this, Tracy. It's all right, me saying to Chris, can you get me some mini gingerbread men from Asda? I says to Chris, I can make them with them.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
All you do is you put like Christmas sprinkles on and then a few small gingerbread men.
Yeah. And like you say, you've got your cutters to cut out.
Yeah. And it's sort of, you know, like the cookie cutters that I got before, but it's like a medium-sized one a bit smaller, but then it's got the really tiny ones.
Yeah. And plus you've got them things, haven't you, as well, what you showed us last time? All different colours, them icing pens.
Oh, yeah.
You can put the eyes on.
I mean, well, at the end of the day, they only need like 2 eyes in the mouth, don't they? I mean, you know, we're not going to go over
buttons for the top. Some Smarties, stick some Smarties down.
But you've got to imagine, Tracy, they only sort of about that size. They're not very big gingerbread men. So, you know,
they're making little ones.
Yeah, the little tiny. I'll send you recipe again and you have a look at recipe and the tiny gingerbread men. And this is what I'm saying. Yeah, they probably got them in a down at our Asda. But, you know, people got to going out and paying, you know, however more.
Prices, yeah, I understand what you mean.
I know I can make them myself.
Yeah.
So, and these cookie cutters were about 90p. So, I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not going to great expense. No, not an autumn. A pregnant. But, you know, it's, I mean, it's like everything I buy, Tracy. I'll use it at some point or other. It don't sort of go to waste. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, we did something not long ago what involved that mincemeat, but I can't remember what we did now. And I bought 2 jars for that time, and I thought, I won't need all this. So that jar I've had in my cupboard since last time we made something to do with mincemeat. I can't remember what we made now.
But you see, for ourselves, what I'm going to do for ourselves, I'm going to make some of them. Can you remember them Viennese mince pies that we made?
Yeah, I like
some of them for ourselves. And
I started writing recipes down now in book.
The Maids of Honour, I make them every year, and I've always made them every year, maids of honour, and they're just like pastry, jam, and a sponge mixture. That's it.
Yeah.
And I make them every year. But for ourselves, you know, I'm going to make mince pies, the Viennese mince pies, and maids of honour, and anything else that I think of. I'm still going to make them ginger cookies.
Oh, what can we do with that ground almond stuff? Can we make ground almond buns? My mum used to make it, but I can't remember how she did it, you know. She used to put some
You know, the maids of honour, you can substitute part of the flour for ground almonds, and it gives that, yeah.
I've got some of that in cupboard, but could do.
Yeah. Well, I'll send you a recipe for the maids of honour, but what you can do is like do half and half, however much flour it says to use, because of, well, you're using, making just short crust pastry, and but when you make the sponge, do half and half, like half self-raising flour and half ground almonds.
Yeah, put it on top,
and it gives them that, like, how can I put it, a nutty flavour.
Yeah, a bit of a kick to it. Yeah, my mum used to do something like that with pastry and
yeah. But that's all I do, Tracy. Whatever amount the recipe calls for the sponge, put like half and half.
Yeah.
Because when all said and done, it is, the ground almonds is just like a flour. So all you're doing is substituting, you know, half and half. Sorry, pardon me.
Never leaves me alone. Bing,
I think what we'll do next week is when we make the two things, we'll make the cupcakes first, and while they're cooling down, we can get on with making the cookies.
Yeah.
So then they're fully cooled by the time
we make. How will we know if it's cooked thoroughly through then?
What
we're making tonight? Know when it's done.
Well,
how will we know underneath?
I would imagine that, you know, you
if the top's done, the bottom will be
done. Meat will be bubbling and whatever. So it says leaving the tin to cool overnight if possible before slicing. This will help it firm up and make it easier to slice.
Oh well.
Ooh. I'm Dad's baking next week at college because they're having a Christmas market.
I went to Keena's Christmas fair party thing today. What a party! You know them fair crafts, what they have. Fair.
Yeah.
And tombola and that. I won some silly stuff. Do you remember Mr. Timmy, or whatever it's called? Tammy. Where is it? Oh, matey.
Oh, bubble bath.
I got two of them, exactly the same. But look what I got. I haven't drunk this for ages, but I went off of it because it gives you a headache next day.
Oh, rosé wine.
Yeah, rosé wine. That were a tombola 100 raffle 100.
Oh well. Try your lace cupcakes and chocolate orange cupcakes. Ooh.
Keena picked it out because I said obviously I give her a quid so she could get her own 5 tickets for £1. And she won that bottle of wine. I said, you can't have that, love. I said, well, I can.
Swap your wit bubble bath.
I won the bubble baths and bath salts and something else for the bath. And she won wine and orange juice.
No, I don't think she's old enough to have a drink of wine, do you?
No, not yet. She said, come on. She said, I've won some beer, Dad. Went, oh, good, I'll have a drink tonight. I could do one. When he saw what it went, oh, I can't have that. We were drinking whiskey for the night.
Save it for Christmas Day.
I'm saving it, yeah. I won't have it right now, but yeah, I do. I've had that for ages. Rosy wine. So the one I do like.
Now you see, I don't like red wine.
I won one of them last year at the same school.
Okie dokie then, Amjad. See you
Still
later.
there, not next to the microwave. I don't even like that one either. I don't like this one. This is a year old, Jeanette.
Well, you'll find somebody that'll drink it, Tracy.
My mother-in-law probably. But I
See
don't
you
know
later.
if
See you later, Amjad.
Yeah, Dad.
See you in a bit, Amjad.
So, yeah, no mixers involved tonight. Easy as. Just a bit of, elbow grease for, rubbing butter in flour, and that's it. But yeah, I do want to make them chewy ginger cookies or whatever they're called. But
Yeah.
I just haven't got round to it. But yeah, it's sort of. I was going to make it over the weekend. I just hadn't got the get up and go. You know what I mean?
If you're not up to it, Jeanette.
Yeah, I just
You've got to be mood really, haven't you? If you want
yeah,
to
you know what I mean?
It's like me, love. I look forward to baking on a Tuesday with you, but like rest of the week I can think to myself, I could do so and so. It's in back in my head.
But the thing is, I mean, it's understandable with you, Tracy, because you've got Littlin, haven't you? You know what I mean? Plus you've got Keena, so it's finding the time to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's been Paul. It's been a nightmare here. Because I can't tell you, can they, if they're hurting or not.
Well, that's it.
It's just your own instincts. Shall I give him some Calpol, I don't want him to go to sleep yet. It's too early. Because that's all that does, that Calpol stuff. It just knocks him out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then he's waking up then at silly times, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night when I want to go to bed.
How's it going on at nursery?
Oh, yeah. For Friday, I walked in with me, obviously holding his hand. Didn't take pushchair because Johnny dropped us. And normally, you got to pick him up because he just faffs around, messes about. This time, he was in before I was there. Straight to his favourite corner he likes. She says, you don't need to stop today, dear. So I says, no, see ya, bye.
Crypto says she's got after 8, so she's happy.
No. Yeah, because they're dark chocolate, them, aren't they? After 8.
But, I mean, I did print off an after 8, like, cheesecake. But then I thought, it's going to be a bit...
My stepsister put a cheesecake up on Facebook overnight. Somebody did not wanted her to do one, and she did. But it was a Bailey's one.
No, I don't like Bailey's. A
Bailey's cheesecake with all trimmings on top as well. Looks really nice.
But I generally do a cheesecake for us either pudding, but I'm thinking of adapting that, that sponge, microwavable sponge that we did last week, but sort of adapting it to make a chocolate one. And then in Asda, they've got, they do a chocolate orange, like, Nutella.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, well, I could put that, Nutella at the bottom of the bowl, put some cocoa powder actually in the sponge mix, and we've got a chocolate sponge. I haven't made my mind up yet.
I want to make a trifle.
Yeah, we were on about a trifle last night. I tell you something, Bria. Them as the mint things is just as good as after eights.
I seen one in Iceland not long ago, but it was a trifle cheesecake.
Ooh.
With a biscuit bottom with all your trifle, but it was a cheesecake.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, like, normally I'd get some of them sponge fingers, but Richard ran about last night about his mum slices a Swiss roll up. Because see, Chris not have a trifle.
Oh yeah, Swiss roll.
Chris not have a trifle with fruit in it. He just likes, you know, either sponge fingers or something, and a jelly, custard, and
jelly,
Angel Delight. He not have fruit in trifle.
No.
So I says, well, it make a change just to get one of them Swiss rolls, chop it up, put it round inside a bowl, then make your jelly as you normally would, and then obviously custard and you know, put your
your topping cream.
Yeah, well, I was same as I was saying last night. A lot of people whip double cream up and put it on top of this trifle, but it don't last. It don't, you know what I mean? It don't last.
Yeah, it'll evaporate, won't it?
Yeah.
What do you use, then, Jeanette?
I use Angel Delight. I get two packets
Delight.
of strawberry Angel Delight.
Have you seen that cream in packets? I think I forgot what you call it now. Is it something called top or something?
Yeah, is it Dream Topping?
Yeah, that's it. Was that okay?
Yeah, that's just as good.
Because it shows your packet that you can make a trifle out of it.
Yeah. But yeah, I always buy 2 packets of strawberry Angel Delight and whip that up and put that on instead of cream.
Instead of cream.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean.
I thought you meant instead of custard.
You put your sponge in and then you put your jelly in, don't you?
Yeah.
And put that in the fridge and let that set. Then I do a pint of milk and make your custard that way because I like a right thick.
Thick custard.
Yeah.
And then you just put the Angel Delight on top instead of cream.
And then you put it back in the fridge and let the custard set. And then all you do is 2 packets of Angel Delight and however much milk it's obviously for 1 packet. So you double it.
Yeah.
You just whip it up and then put that on and you know, when it's ready to serve, you just put some sprinkles on or whatever you want and you know, that's it.
I'd try that way.
But we love that Angel Delight.
Yeah, I like Angel Delight. Got a few.
You know, the thing is, if you do double cream,
have you ever used that?
If you hadn't eat it all that same day, you get up next morning and it's like a runny consistency. It don't.
Have you ever used that crystal jelly?
Yeah.
Did you just make it the same way as you make
normal jelly?
Yeah,
that's it. All you do is put your jelly crystals in a jug, add boiling water from your kettle, mix it same till all crystals is dissolved, and just pour it in. Don't have to be that like jelly as I call it.
Yeah, because I've got some of that crystal stuff in cupboard, and I've never used it.
Yeah,
before.
that's all you do, Tracy. Is you put your crystals in a jug, boil your kettle, however much it says to put in it, stir it until all crystals is dissolved, and then just add it to whatever you know.
Keena loves strawberry jelly. And the price is what they are these days, isn't what you buy for, just for a little pot like that.
Yeah.
So I make some jelly and you can have your own jelly when you want.
But the thing is, if she likes jelly pots in a lunchbox, I mean, you know, you I'm sure you've got some.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we could do that. You know, put put it in
You
pots.
know them little I got them to put use for baking, but you can actually put baby food in if you've got a baby, and they've got like a lid on, and they're only little pots like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've got lids on them, so if you go in out, you've got your baby food inside there for when
Yeah.
your baby wants feeding. Well, I bought some from pound shop, not just for baby, for me to use. You know, like
Yeah.
a little spoonful of baking soda or whatever we use for baking.
Well,
So
that's
you
it.
know,
I mean, you can
yeah.
make
I've
individual,
got some of them pots that you don't know about.
individual jellies for it to
With
take
lids
to
on.
school in a lunchbox.
So I'm going to make her a trifle. And I was thinking, how can I make her a little trifle without putting custard on? But you give me an idea, because she likes Angel Delight as well, strawberry Angel Delight.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can make a little one for her without the custard.
And that's it.
You
That's
put Angel
it.
Delight on with cream and jelly and a biscuit or whatever you put inside, sponge roll.
But this is the thing. I mean, you know, the thing is, you know, once you've made your jelly, you put it in the fridge to set. About an hour later, you go back, set, make your custard, put that on, put it back in the fridge for custard to set, and then you go back and you make your Angel Delight, and all you do is before you serve it, you just put some, you know, some sprinkles on top. And you know me, I've always got tons and tons of sprinkles.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not short of a few, you know, sprinkles to put on top.
Well, today's recipe, all I needed to get from shop was strawberries and butter, because I don't have butter in all the time. That block butter.
Yeah.
It's normally spreadable one.
Yeah, that's so only thing that
got
Chris had to get me with my butter and
strawberries.
oh, and that mincemeat, that rip.
So you're good thinking, Jeanette. I didn't need to go and get loads of stuff today.
Yep, Chris is in his element because you know.
Yes, I don't know.
Five ingredients and it, you know, no hardly any washing up. Be moaning next week when we're doing two things. But I'll use. I've got some Christmas baking cases, cupcake cases. So I'll bring them out and I'll you know use Christmas.
What we're gonna do then next week, apart from that cookies, what's other thing?
That hot chocolate cupcakes. Yeah. Yeah. But you see, if we make cupcakes first, while they cooling down, we can make cookies, you see.
Yeah.
So all we've got to do, once
I've got me
down, and while cookies is in oven, we can make the you know the topping. It's egg white. It's like a marshmallow. It's like a marshmallow frosting, and like it's you know like egg whites. Whip them up. I forget what. Anyway, I forgot exactly. Let me just have a look.
Are we actually using marshmallows as well then?
No.
It'll be sugar, won't it, then? Or something.
I'm looking on my phone, see if I can find it, and I'll tell you what ingredients are. Sorry if I'm. It says marshmallow buttercream. It's 3 medium egg whites, 100 grams of caster sugar, teaspoon of vanilla, 100 grams of caster sugar for the syrup, and 65 mils of water. It does say mini marshmallows for decoration, flakes, and hot chocolate powder. Add the egg whites to a large bowl and start to whisk to stiff peaks. Add the 100 grams of caster sugar, 1 teaspoon at a time whilst whisking. Once all the sugar is in, whisk in the vanilla and leave the meringue to whisk on a slow speed just to keep it moving and stop from sitting. Whilst this is whisking, add another 100 grams of caster sugar to a pan with the water. Heat this on a low heat to dissolve the sugar. I might get to use my induction hob thing. Once the sugar is dissolved, turn up the heat and boil to 113 degrees centigrade. Johnny says he's gone to lay down. Tracy, his legs are hurting him.
All right, love.
Once heated, turn the whisk again and trickle the syrup into the meringue to make the marshmallow. Once all the syrup is in, whisk for another 5 minutes. And then it says, pipe your marshmallow frosting onto the cupcakes, however you fancy. But I mean, if you don't fancy making the marshmallow buttercream, we could just make ordinary buttercream if you want.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, yeah.
It just seems a lot of faff just to make some, frosting. So, if you want, we can just make an ordinary buttercream.
If you want to do that, yeah. I might turn a vote like that.
5 minutes, it says here.
It's like you say, we'll have to get it to the right temperature and everything.
That's it.
I've got a thermometer, but
it just seems a lot of faff to go to make a frosting. So if we just make a plain old buttercream and do exactly the same, pipe it on top of his cupcakes, put a few mini marshmallows in and a flake on top, they're just going to be as good.
Yeah, I've got some mini marshmallows, so.
But yeah,
do that if you want, Jeanette.
It's so much easier to make buttercream than it is going to all faff of doing that. Because that's what I was thinking, and I'm thinking, it's such a faff, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, Jeanette, yeah. I've never done that neither, and if it came out
wrong, I am.
If it comes out wrong or it's not thick enough for pack.
But this is the thing, with buttercream, you can't go wrong, it's just as impressive as, marshmallow buttercream, you know what I mean? It's just,
marshmallows there, won't we? Just put us on in, like you said.
Yeah, still use marshmallows, put a few marshmallows on, sprinkle it with cocoa powder and stick a flake on top. So, I mean, what I'll do is when I'm putting recipe in description, I should put the recipe, the recipe that it says, but I should say we've decided that we're just going to make buttercream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but this is the thing, you have to adapt to.
You can always try it. You can always, like you say, you could always try it yourself, couldn't you? Off of a live, and see if
That's it. But yeah, with the sugar and the water, it's got to be up to a certain temperature.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get that right, everything that follows, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go at buttercream, Jeanette.
Yeah, it's same as I say. All
and we can put a flavour in it, can't we? Like
all it is butter, icing sugar. Same as you say, a teaspoon of vanilla, and that's buttercream basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just seems Yeah, a lot of trouble to go to just to make a frosting for it. But anyway,
the mince cookies though, they're quite interesting actually, if you know what I mean. I can't wait to see what they taste like.
It's basically all it is, Tracy, is a thumbprint cookie. You make your cookie mixture, you roll them out, put them on your thing, and you know, make an indentation in them.
Are you putting any chocolate bits in dough?
No, I don't think so.
No,
because you mincemeat sweet anyway, innit?
I was just asking that we're all, because then if you are thinking about it and you do it, I'll get some in. That's all.
Yeah, but this is but all you do for icing is water and icing sugar, and that's it.
Yeah,
and just drizzle it over top. But you only like put a teaspoon of the mincemeat in this indentation.
Yeah, because
otherwise it's just going to all bubble over. Yeah,
like I did before.
It's a case of you make a sort of like a little gully, if you know what I mean.
We did something of a week, didn't we? Something to do with tree kill.
Yeah, no.
I just can't think what it was now because it got stuck at the bottom of my cooker. It must have leaked out.
It was that last week, weren't it?
We had to put some treacle on. It must have bubbled over, gone underneath.
Well, what it is, Tracy, we're using a spring form. It's got to be well.
That upside down apple cake.
Yeah.
Cake,
With it being a loose bottom tin, you've got to make sure it's well, thing. Otherwise, it will
all turn out from bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be glad when I get it to cook and oven sorted.
Well, it's nearly done. So
I'm just gonna get a drink, Jeanette.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Baby, can you get me a glass of water, please? I'll have a glass of water as well. Just thirsty. Hiya, Easy. How are you? Just come at right time. It's just coming out the oven.
There's not baking today. Is it what somebody, lad?
They've been to band practice tonight, Easy, or is that tomorrow? I can't keep track of time, me. It's thirsty weight, this bacon malarkey. Oh, not tonight. Is it tomorrow night or is it Thursday? I think it's. Oh, yeah. I'd say that we're done, Trace. Ooh. Ha.
It's just come out of the lady.
No.
Do you want a top?
No, it's all right. Just
can I turn it off then?
Yeah.
I'm here. I heard my name. I've just been putting stuff on. Oh, mine's cracked a little bit and all.
Well, that's because it's like a crumble on top, innit? That's why you leave it overnight to set, and it'll be a lot easier for you to.
Mine's not as brown as yours. Mine ain't pinned off yet, because I've got a timer on that. To tick it what goes round.
Oh, he's on holiday.
Oh,
You're doing it Friday this week, are you? So yeah, so that is the mincemeat shortbread mincemeat slice that me and Tracy have improvised. We've used strawberries instead of glace cherries because Chris, obviously, Chris don't like cherries. So that's it basically. Yeah, you wait for it, you pour it and wait for it, and slice it in the morning. So it's leaving the tin overnight if possible before slicing. This will help it firm up and makes it much easier to slice. So, did you get some Euro Millions? Not listening. My hand's itching. That'll see you all right if we're 186 million on Euros. I don't think it's going to happen like, but you never know. I put the link in if anybody wants to come up on panel. It don't matter if you don't. It's not. But I always put link in so anybody wants to come up afterwards. But yeah, simple as tonight. Rub your butter into your flour, add some sugar, make a shortbread base, add your mincemeat, and we've used strawberries, and then just crumble the rest on top. But that's basically all it is, Tracy. It's just a crumble.
Yeah.
And that's why it's cracked. Is yours ready then, or is it not ready?
It's not quite done yet.
So as easy as can be. No mixer used tonight. Just a bit of elbow grease and that's it.
Well, I didn't think we were going to be using it anyway. Butter being having to be chilled.
Yeah. Well, I did contemplate it. I did contemplate doing mine in food processor because it's just as good.
Yeah.
And when I do like a crumble mixture, I use my food processor anyway. But the thing is, it's so noisy when it's going, I'd have to mute my microphone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd have to mute it because it's so noisy. I mean, I've got one of them stand mixers, a big stand mixer, but wanted to, to cover me, my laptop screen, and I'd be like this trying to have a see, you know what I mean? And that's noisy as well. So yeah, it's not really, appropriate to use it on a live stream because it's so big and it's so noisy. Anyway, same as I say, I did contemplate using my food processor. I thought now, I show folks that I am willing to get my hands dirty every now and again. Well, I didn't get my hands dirty because I wore gloves, but you know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I did contemplate using my food processor, but it's so noisy. Now I says, did you get some euros? Because my hand's itching again.
Oh yeah. Check.
I just says I'll see everybody right if we won 186 million. Can you imagine that?
Hello.
I think I could manage on that.
Yeah, me and all.
Hello.
Evening, Gaffer.
I was contemplating getting my hands dirty too.
Where were you tonight? You should have been baking
like,
with us. You could have been having some
Oh, I
nice
mean-
mince slice now in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Listen, I can't be eating all that sugar all the time.
But
This handicap.
I've bought extra special mincemeat, and it's dark rum and brown butter spiced mincemeat.
She's got rum in hers.
How much
Hazy.
sugar? How much sugar? What?
It would only
50 grams.
50 grams, half a cup.
It's basically it was like a
Last
crumble
time we
mix.
cooked, had about 400 grams of sugar.
No.
It will basically you make like you know when you make an apple crumble or whatever crumble you're making, but you press half on it into your tray, like which makes the shortbread base, and then you just dollop your mincemeat, and we've used strawberries instead of cherries, and then rest you just on top.
Over top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it's going to come out in a minute. It's going to bing.
Nice.
You're not all having £1 million because we haven't won.
I just fixed somebody's bass. Do you know the biggest guitar, the biggest music store in town in Cardiff city centre have got me to fix a guitar for one of their friends.
Is it that same one that wanted you to do
No,
that?
different shop.
Oh, a different
shop.
one.
It's a different shop.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a really nice guitar. Check this out. And I've already done it. I fixed it. It's in the right state.
Hiya, Joel. What you had to fix on it then?
Ooh.
I had to set it up because the neck was bent back. All the bridge was all messed up. I've done all the frets. Give it a nice little polish.
They'll be well pleased with that, Daisy. Hi, Tommy. How are you?
Yeah. This guitar's worth $2.5 grand.
Yeah.
Well worth fixing then.
Yeah.
They'll be well pleased with that.
Everything's well
This
worth
is the
fixing.
thing. You only need a few more like that, and people will keep coming back to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, start a little business up.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've done.
Guitar.
That's what I've done. Look.
Yeah, it's
I've
got
even
his own
got business cards.
website.
My business card.
Mm-hmm.
I got hundreds of them.
The thing is, Tracy, another one at music shops or guitar shops in Cardiff rang him last week and says, "Oh, it just needs this doing." But when Hazy went to pick it up, it needed a lot more work doing to it, and it was going to cost a lot more money. So folks said, no.
Yeah, they didn't want to. They're going to send it back to the manufacturer anyway. I don't blame them.
That's it. Same as you say, it was a bit more complicated than that because it was still under warranty, weren't it?
Yeah, well, they basically sold it to somebody, and if they could have got a quick fix, then they would have paid 20 quid. But it was more than that. It wasn't worth me even attempting it for less than that,
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But this is the thing. Some things you can fix and some things you can't. You know what I mean? And it has to. But yeah,
you fix a broken heart. How'd you fix a broken heart?
You can't.
I don't know.
You can't fix a broken heart. Once it's broken.
Loads of lube.
But anyway. It's a start anyway. They're going to send more work your way if the customer's satisfied with your work and you've done a good job, and that's
and
the
this
main
guitar had two. I know it don't mean nothing to you, but it had two truss rods that I've never seen before. So it's all learning. You know what I mean?
That's it.
It's all learning.
Yeah, I mean it's like when you start a new job.
An actual job. It's crazy.
When you start a new job, you don't go straight into a job and know exactly what you're doing. You've got to learn as you go on. If you know what I mean. And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like that. There'll be some things that
of course.
you're a bit unsure of, but you work your way around it. But
I can fix anything. Can't you?
yeah. And I've got every faith in you. You know what you're doing.
Well, I mean, sort of. I know the basics.
But it's
Hello,
like
Gary.
me and Tracy's just been on about. We're making some hot chocolate cupcakes next week. Now it's like a marshmallow frosting, and it's egg whites, and then you've got to put your sugar in your water in a pan, and you've got to get it to a certain temperature. And I says to Tracy, it's too much faffing about just to make a topping for your cupcakes. So we're going to make a buttercream instead. You know what I mean? It's all right, because I've never made it before, and Tracy's never made it before.
Well, why don't you try and make it? Push your boundaries a little bit out of your comfort zone.
Me and Tracy's just been talking.
It's something. Put marshmallows in.
If it messes up, it messes up.
You know what I mean?
We haven't got up to fall back on, then, have we?
But I could probably have a go next week and see how it goes, Tracy, and
just do it. If it fails, it fails. People want to see it fail sometimes. You get more people in.
Never mind. We're making mincemeat cookies as well.
No, listen. If it doesn't fail, think of the achievement.
We'll do it proper way.
What is it?
We're doing mincemeat cookies, which is like a thumbprint cookie, and you make your cookie mix, and then you put an indentation in the middle, and put a teaspoon of mincemeat, and that's it. You bake it, and then the hot chocolate cupcakes, like normal cupcakes, but use hot chocolate instead of cocoa powder. But that's where everything changes. It's egg whites, so you whisk all your egg whites to like a meringue. But then you put sugar and water in a pan, and it's got to boil to 113 degrees centigrade. And then you've got to make a syrup. Hey?
To make a syrup.
To make like a syrup.
Yeah, to make a syrup, but then you add this syrup to the egg whites. And which is like,
it can't be over 113.
Basically, Tracy, can you remember when we used that marshmallow fluff?
Yeah.
It's something similar to that.
You need a thermometer.
Yeah, I've got a thermometer.
If you've not got a digital one?
Yeah.
Well, do it then. If you've got a digital thermometer, you can do it. What you got to do, just say it's 113. When it gets to 105, take it off the heat because it might rise a bit more. You know what I mean? And just get it.
That's mine.
Just try it out.
That's mine, Jeanette.
Yeah. Well, mine is like a.
Oh no, a digital one. You need a digital one.
I've got a digital one as well, but that one you can put it over your pan. Your pan goes in there, so I'm holding pan and stirring.
Yeah, but that's not very precise, though, is it?
On your
I've got a digital one, and it's like a.
Yeah, I've got a digital one.
Like a flip knife. It's like that, and it's got like a long probe on it, but it is digital.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen him, Joel. He's probably gone to bed early.
Johnny got me a digital one after he got that one.
Yeah, in fact, I've never used mine. But it's got like a probe on it that you sort of fold in, and it's like a flip knife, you know what I mean? And you stick it in whatever but it is digital. Handle is like a digital thermometer.
Yeah, same as mine.
That's still good though. That works good.
Yeah, that's okay if you're making jam or something.
Yeah, same. I know what Ace is saying. It's not as accurate as a digital one.
I have got one though.
Yeah, you're just going off a drawing. I mean, it's thereabouts. You know.
But you sort of got the old-fashioned type of thermometer where mercury rise.
Yeah, you just stick it over your pan. And
Yeah,
it goes in.
But I know what Aisy's saying, because we're digital one. When it gets to exactly 113.
See.
Yours is
Are
more
you going?
guesswork.
She said she's going. Are you going?
Yeah.
It was
I've
just to
got
make
one
a syrup.
Yeah, I'll dig it out somewhere. I have got a digital monitor as well.
If you're making syrup and then you burn it, it just turns into treacle, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Is that not what? Is treacle not burnt syrup?
Basically, it goes to like a golden syrup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Golden syrup. What we put into is.
Yeah.
If it sort of overeats and it gets too high a temperature, it essentially, like a golden syrup or a brown syrup or whatever you want to call it.
Treacle. How do you make treacle? Hello, treacle.
But
sugar.
I'm not sure about that. But like how you can get that Tate and Lyle treacle.
Are you sure, Tracy?
Well, in America, in America, this dark treacle, they call it molasses. I've got the pourable version. Instead of sort of make it and having a thing where
I got a poor version too, because I'm poor.
You know what I mean, don't you?
Is that what they call molasses? What do they call molasses?
We call it dark treacle.
Black
and Tate and Lyle do it in a tin, in a red tin.
I got some called black
Yeah.
treacle in it, in a red tin.
Yeah. Well, for ages, I'd see these recipes calling for molasses, and I'm thinking, I've never seen any molasses in shop or in supermarket. And then it suddenly dawned on me.
You're molasses. You two are molasses.
And then it suddenly dawned on me one day. They're talking about black treacle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
How did that dawn on you?
I don't know. I had a light bulb moment.
Like a revelation.
Yeah. But yeah. And I don't know. I don't know whether I was watching a YouTube video and they were making something, but they were using molasses. And when it's shown it, and I thought that's dark treacle, that is. So now I know that dark treacle is what Americans call molasses.
I'm going to Google it and just find out. Is dark treacle the same as molasses? Both have a deep aromatic flavor that adds a unique finish to food and drink recipes, but they are subtly different. With treacle tending to be sweeter product that has less of a bitter profile than molasses. Compared to treacle, molasses is thicker and thicker in consistency and darker in color.
Yeah.
So although they're similar, they're not the same.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, your revelation.
Yeah, but it is.
Your revelation was false.
We don't have molasses and dark treacle or whatever you want to call it.
What the British call molasses? Black treacle. Can you buy molasses in the UK?
That's black treacle.
Yeah.
That's it.
What can be used in the place
It
of...
makes a hell of a mess when trying to get it out of the tin and all. So I got some off Amazon and it's in a like golden syrup.
Did you get molasses? Did you get molasses off Amazon?
No.
Oh, black treacle.
I got pourable black treacle.
Yeah. So is molasses not available in this country?
I've not seen any.
No.
Not seen any supermarket. I mean, no doubt you probably can get it.
Have a look now.
I'll tell you what else I got off Amazon, and I don't know when I'll need to use it, but it's a light corn syrup. Now it's like golden syrup, but it's clear. Same similar thing,
Yeah.
but it's clear, and that is like corn
What
syrup.
would you use that on?
Baking, obviously. But
Everyone's saying treacle. If you want molasses, it's treacle. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But I have sort of when I've been looking through recipes, I've come across certain recipes that like corn syrup, and I thought, well, if we ever need to make anything with it, I've got it then, Anna.
Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. You can get 5 litres for £65.
Jeanette, do you think I need to put mine in for a bit more?
When you're having up a little.
I won't say so, Tracy.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think that looks all right to me. That looks don't it look all right to you? It looks all right to me.
Yeah, it looks okay, but do you know if I just touch it there a little bit, if it just feels a bit soft, that's all. Is it meant to be soft?
Well,
That's because it's still hot.
Mine's like a crumble on top, so I don't know. Did you flatten yours out? You know when you put your last bit of thing on top, I just like chuck mine on top.
Yeah, I just put it on top as well, and I think I might have just flattened it out a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I just chucked mine on top because it is like a crumble consistency. That's how it's meant to be. But if you're not sure, Tracy, just put it in for a few more minutes.
I thought it was shortbread.
Yeah. I just want all I'm thinking of, Jeanette, I just want underneath to be cooked as well. You know,
what you do, you make it like a crumble mixture, but you put half of it in the bottom, press it down so it makes like a shortbread.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a cheesecake base.
No, shortbread base. You know shortbread, what you can buy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to stick it in for a few more minutes, I think. And see what happens.
But the fact that you're pressing it down and you're compacting it, that makes your shortbread. And when we put the mincemeat on, you just put dollops on. Because if you were to flatten,
can you get long bread?
If you were to smooth it out, it'd disturb all your shortbread underneath.
Can you get a long bread? Or is that just a baguette?
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, short. What? I mean, why is it short?
I don't know.
I thought you were the baking professional.
Because we made shortcake bread, shortcake base, but it's the butter in it and that.
You Googling it?
Shortbread is so named because of its crumbly texture, from an old meaning of the word short as opposed to long or stretchy. The cause of this texture is its high fat content provided by the butter. The short or crumbly texture
is stretchy. That's what it is. Dough is stretchy.
Short or crumbly texture is a result of the fat inhibiting the formation of long protein strands. So there you go.
Yeah, I know what they're saying.
Punching a ticket. But yeah, it were like 400 grams of plain flour, but it was 250 grams of butter.
What?
The crumble or the shortbread, it's like 400 grams of plain flour, 250 grams of butter, but only 50 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's not a lot of sugar. It's only the same principle as actually making a crumble.
Yeah.
You know, when like you make an apple crumble, but
Sugar's really bad for you, man. Honestly, sugar is so bad for you.
Compress half of the mixture, and that makes your shortbread. So when you bite into it, it's like a crumbly texture.
Yeah.
But
I'm looking towards Christmas, and I'm thinking, look at all the shit I'm gonna have to eat. It's fucking terrible.
I'm sure you can manage that easy.
I know, but I don't want to eat all the shit. I'm just gonna.
I would say Tracy earlier on a few. I don't. It went last year. Were it last year? We made Viennese mince pies, and it's basically your short crust pastry, your mince meat, and then you make like a yeah. It's like a. How can I put it? Yeah, it's like a biscuit. You know, these crumbly butter
base.
What?
Can you make a buttery biscuit base?
Yeah.
Well, if you're making Viennese whirls, yeah.
That's what it is. What she's talking about. What goes on top of mince?
You can make Viennese whirls. You know, you just make them into biscuit.
Can you make vermicelli Singapore noodles?
I don't know.
Be silly now.
That's not my forte.
No, I like that.
You know what I mean? Anything bacon related, yeah. But you know.
Okay, let me think of something bacon related.
This recipe is only 50 grams of sugar, so it's very, very minimal sugar.
That's still a lot of sugar, though. How many slices are you going to get?
I don't know. It all depends how big a slice you want.
Well, how many slices do you think you're going to get out of that cake?
I don't know.
Get more than me.
I don't know.
You must know. Like, look at it and say, right, I'll cut it in and I'll cut it by there.
If you just want little squares.
Nah.
You probably get about a dozen or so.
Say 10 then, yeah? Can we get 10 slices?
At least 12.
12, just to make my maths harder. Let's say 10. So that's 5 grams a piece. 5 grams of sugar for each slice.
But you don't have to eat it all at once, do you?
Well, the slice. I'll break it into 5 pieces.
Think of it this way. Think of the sweetness if you're having it with some cream or squirty cream or.
No, I'm not thinking of the sweet. Listen, I'm not thinking of the sweetness as in because of the taste, because that's delicious. I'm thinking of the sweetness as in fucking diabetes.
Hey up.
You know?
This is the thing. Because of my size,
sugar anyway, so
people are under the misconception I'm diabetes just waiting to happen. But I've got 61.
No, I'm not about you. Hang about. I'm not about you and your size. I'm just saying.
Because of my size, a lot of people my size suffer from diabetes.
Listen, I'm not saying it could. Yeah, but don't think I
have a diabetes test every year, and I've never come back positive for diabetes. I've never had diabetes in my life. I'm 61.
Because it's something that builds up, and then all of a sudden you're diabetic. Like that's the reason. I never said it because anything to do with you. I'm on about for me.
I know. I'm just saying.
Like I don't have sugar. I don't have sugar in my tea. I don't have sugar in my coffee. I don't have sugar in cereal. I don't have sugar.
So
No.
why are you scared
I
to have a
used
bit
to.
of cake?
I
then?
I used to
Listen,
drink
Callum,
fucking heaps on my
don't have
Weetabix.
nothing.
I don't have
They
sugar
don't
at
have
all,
nothing.
neither.
But
Only
I
not
have to have sweetness in mine.
I don't
I
even eat
have
sweets.
sweetness in mine.
I don't have sugar in the tea or my coffee.
Yeah, you
I
said
don't
it
eat
that way
sweets
then.
anymore. I stopped all that off.
It says she's come back positive for being as
I know.
nutty as a fruitcake.
So only sugar really I have is if I have cereal.
Singapore noodles are delicious.
I don't have cereal, Tracy. That's I don't have
But if I do,
cereal.
I've got to put sugar on them.
The only time I will have cereal is if like the honey nut cornflakes.
Mm.
And that's just honey.
Yeah, the really sweet ones.
Or if I make
The
porridge,
sweet ones.
porridge, I've got to put sugar in that. But I can't have it in my drink.
Hey,
You
I've
put a bit of
even
salt
got,
into it.
you know, the sweetness that I buy. I've even got that sugar, just in case I have any porridge or ready break or anything like that.
Oh,
so I'm not actually having proper sugar. I'm having.
Listen, do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying about like? Do you know what I'm saying? Things like eat less sugar. It's actually beneficial for you. I'm not saying nothing negative. Like I'm not trying to like.
No.
Like, do dishonor to you.
We no way, shape, or form think that that's why he's saying it, but I know why he's saying it. But it's things like.
I'm saying it because it's true.
But it's like things, everything in moderation. You know, same as I say, Chris and Callum don't have any sugar in at all. They don't have sugar on the cereals, anything. But they like.
How many bags of sugar do you buy a week? How many bags of sugar do you buy a week?
I only buy sugar when I'm when I'm baking.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't.
Yeah, that's every week.
I've got some in the caddy in kitchen in case anybody. It means like we don't drink tea, but I've always got Yorkshire tea bags in the kitchen in case anybody comes and they want to drink tea and they want sugar in it, just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've always got sweetness. I've always got like that a jar. Well, a jar. Same as sweetness, but in sugar form. But you never know who's coming to visit you and who has about 5 sugars in the tea. You don't know, do you?
Who's not coming to visit
we
you?
don't.
The fucking Queen. The Queen ain't coming.
we don't have sugar at all. But that's not to say that somebody comes and visits us that wants sugar in the tea.
Bring your own sugar.
I used to have sweetness all over the place. When I went to my mum, she'd got sweetness. Because she were another one that never had. This is my mum way. If you stirred
Oh, yes, same with me.
What you'd stirred with somebody that had got sugar in the tea, she could taste it straight away.
Yeah.
And that's sort of
I don't like stirring. If I'm making a tea and a coffee, I couldn't use the same spoon. Put it that way.
But yeah,
I couldn't stir my coffee with a spoon I just stirred a tea with.
Oh no.
Nah.
But what I'm saying is, if she'd made let's say a tea or coffee that somebody had sugar in, and then she stirred her own, she could tell that she'd stirred it with a spoon that had been in somebody's cup that had sugar in.
Yeah.
Do you know something else? If I've got a few people around and someone's don't put sugar and someone does, and I forget which is in its hand, you can tell by smelling it as well.
You can smell it. I can smell it as well.
Hey, that's the thing. That's the thing that Chris gets confused with, because I have sweetness, he don't have anything. So if he comes in and he's not sure which is Jeanette's, he'll go, "Ugh," straight away, and he knows that it's mine. But he has to taste it. He can't, because he's got no sense of smell, you see. So I mean, that'd be,
Jesus Christ.
Did you hear that? It says unless a certain dog farts. this is the thing. He were right over there with Chris the other day, and Callum come down and he sat there and he went, "Whew," he says, "Are you farted?" And he were like this with his top. He says, "Are you farted, Biscuit?" And he were right underneath Chris's chair.
He was
downwind, don't want to die next to it.
And he sat there and he says, "God's sake, Biscuit," he says. And I were right over the other side of the room. Now Callum kept saying, "He got it yet? He got it yet?" I said, "No, I don't want it, thank you very much." But yeah, them two were over there, and now Callum's like this with t-shirt, over his face. And I say, you know what they say, Callum, don't you? Them that smelt it dealt it. He says, "No, it's definitely Biscuit this time."
How's everybody getting on with their Christmas shopping?
Oh, I've got 3 presents. We've got 3 presents so far.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And they're all
What? They're all for you?
3 presents so far, and they're all for Keena.
Fucking hell.
Too bad weather, hasn't it? It's been raining constant since yesterday, on and off. So you want to go out and put your coat on, it starts again.
That's it.
Where's Johnny? Where's Johnny to?
Christmas shopping just to get back
He's
Johnny's probably in bed, is he?
He's been carpet fitting.
Oh, listen, don't tell me about Johnny's carpet fitting. I've had updates. I had fucking...
should we say re-carpet fitting?
Johnny says to...
I got all the pictures, I got all the messages, all the voice notes.
He said, "I'll go on my way." He said, "I'll go to Screwfix and I'll get some extra, carpet grippers, and we'll push it right back to the step where it should be, putting the carpet down."
Yeah.
He didn't even need them carpet grippers. Because when Johnny went down to house today and pulled all carpet back up, what Christopher put down, my brother, there were the old carpet still underneath the underlay. And then that's where all carpet grippers were, under that carpet.
He was saying if
he put it over the top of the carpet.
Yeah. When obviously the carpet was grubby, it needed to come up. That's why he took his bedroom big carpet, what was still in good condition, to the new house. And Christopher put underlay on top of that old silly grubby carpet, what were there in first place, and then put the carpet
underlay on top of the carpet.
Yeah, but the stairs, you see, because if it had been one of them 2-dormer houses, stairs are only narrow and right steep. I nearly come down them.
Yeah.
That'd be another preparation.
Put it this way, Hazy. Johnny says he thought Stevie Wonder had laid it.
Yeah.
Listen, I got all the fucking pictures. I can show you all the pictures.
He sent me some pictures, didn't he? He sent you some pictures.
Yeah, he sent me. Yeah, he messaged me before he got it. I'm a carpet fitter. Who else is he going to call?
He didn't get home about 6:30. Then he had to take Khaled back home because I had him here.
But we were on about it.
That man needs a fuck.
We were on about it last night, and upstairs, the way the carpet was, can you imagine Khaled coming downstairs with little in his arms?
Yeah.
If Tracy nearly went arse of a tick, then surely,
I went, so he just says to Farad, I said, I'll come in the morning, I'll sort
fair dues to Johnny. And you, Trace. The pair of you fucking, you fucking do good shit,
nephew,
man.
I can't not just leave him, if you know what I mean. Like Fred's cat fankers enough, because that's his first experience of having to have Khaled on his own, because that's his first child.
That's it, and this is
when
what I'm saying.
When Khaled's poorly, he panics.
And Johnny deserve the same to. And I'll tell you something, Tracy. Let's say, for instance, talking metaphorically, if we'd have won that 186 million tonight, a million on it would have been yours and Johnny's.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's the least you deserve.
We want 2 million back, though.
186 million. You better give me. I want 10 million, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You can whistle and all.
I'll spend $1 million in half a second.
Yeah.
No, seriously, honestly. It's not about money. Honestly, life's not about money.
This way, I looked at it like this way. If I'm able to look after them that's looked after me, you know what I mean? That's my mantra. You know, I'll look after you.
Let me tell you what life's about. This is what life's about, yeah? Life is about eating good food, healthy food, good nutritious food, having a small circle of friends, and fucking smiling and laughing every day. Yeah. Everything else, is bullshit.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And that's my way memories, of thinking. You know, people
eat good food.
People that have been there for me when I've needed them, you know, without a heartbeat, you know what I mean? Any way I can help them, I'd help them. But, you know, Chris's way of thinking is, oh, you'd have all my old schoolmates turning up at the door, and I've always and he said, well, you didn't want me when I ain't got money, so you can, you know what I mean?
True.
Them that's looked out for me, them that's me, without even thinking about it. You know what I mean? Baz and Bella, Johnny.
If I won the lottery, if you haven't been in my house in the last fucking 2 years, you probably ain't gonna get a fucking penny. You know what I mean?
Well, I ain't not yet. But you know what I'm saying.
You're not gonna get a penny.
I've been, I've been through some shit. You know, I don't know for the last 10 years. You know, health-wise, Callum's health, etc. And I know the people that have been there for me. You know what I mean? And I always said, if you ever want lottery, I'd look out for them that looked out for me. You and Kate included. You know what I mean?
I'm only joking. Listen, if I won the lottery, fucking hell, I'd have a big YouTube party. I'd make everybody turn up in a big hall, waiting for me. There'd be a big stage. What we said. I wouldn't turn up.
Can you imagine pistol passers all us and his YouTube friends and have if we won lottery, you know? But the thing is, I'd only tell certain people, but I'd go over to see Johnny and Tracy and say, what, you know, I'd go over and say to Johnny and Tracy, well, I've got something to tell you. You know what I mean? And I'd do it on QT. Pardon me, excuse me. And same with you and Kate.
I'd do it on a live show. I'd do it on a live show. I'd go live and I'd say, right, people, I'll gather you all here to tell you all that I've won the lottery, and everyone I've gathered here ain't getting shit.
I think they might come over when you're baking live in a big mansion, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But
what would you bake if you won the lottery, Jeanette?
Oh.
I tell you what, I'd bake. I'd bake my fucking head.
Well,
in the Caribbean.
First thing on the list would be a
Where
nice.
Would you go? Right.
A cruise. I've always wanted to do a cruise.
Imagine now. Imagine now, money's no object, yeah? You've just won. Right. No, seriously now. Imagine you've just won enough money to know that the rest of your life is sorted financially, yeah? So you're like, right, we're sorted, we're gonna have a little break. We're gonna go somewhere. Where would you go? The first place you would go if you could go anywhere. Where would it be?
Round the world cruise.
My house. Oh, that's
I've always wanted to go on cruise.
A world
Hello,
cruise.
Jeanette Tracy.
World cruise. Visiting every destination, like, you know, 6 months, years cruise. You know, visiting all these different countries, visiting all different cultures. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to be on a boat. My bass player's on a boat in the Caribbean right now, and he said it's shit.
Cruise.
But the thing is, you don't spend your majority of your time on the boat. You go from port to port to port.
Is that you going in fish?
Well, either or. You don't necessarily need to go.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Listen, it's called a cruise because you spend most of your time cruising. They do stop at a few ports. So
but anyway, I've always wanted to do a cruise, so that's just me personally.
There should be good on a cruise, won't you? They want to have no car parks.
Joel, is that your bedroom?
Yes, it is.
Joel, is that your bedroom?
Yes, it is. But the thing is that
you got a pillow. Why have you got pillows?
I have to tidy up the bedroom. I have to tidy up the bedroom.
Just to
I have to tidy.
Is it
what would you do then, AC?
It's a big mess. I'm not showing you
is
all.
It your boudoir?
Mess. There's a quilt.
Joel, is it a boudoir? Is it a boudoir?
It's not a boudoir. It's not.
So the thing is, AC, what would you do if you? What would be your first thing?
Where would I go if money was no object? Where would I go? I would go back to America. I would go back to America, and I would hire a fucking big old camper van.
That's exactly
a couple of dirt bikes and some shit on the back.
Great idea. And you cross America.
I would spend a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
One of these big Winnebago things.
I would spend a couple of years.
Oh nice.
That's exactly what Chris wants to do. Hire one of these great big massive
I'm not sure how big it would be.
And go touring all over America.
Yeah. Yeah. It might be one of those big beastly ones.
At night.
And I would also hire a driver, so I wouldn't have to do all the driving.
I can drive.
I think
that's that sorted. Then Chris says he'll drive you. But yeah,
there you go.
Whereas my cruise, Chris said, buy one of these massive, RVs or whatever you call them, with king size bed in it, and all own comforts. And I'm
sure he'd want a king size bed. There's also a lot of I'd like to go to China and Vietnam and places like that.
I won't put it in
India. I'd like to go to India. What?
I said I won't put it in any longer, Tracy.
No, I think it's all done now. I think it's done. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. I was so excited about.
You ready for a camper van trip?
Yeah. But I clicked on the button on the top side of the screen. Okay, you know what?
In other words, you pressed wrong button.
Oh, you hit the duck. You don't never touch the duck.
Dot? Mr. Dot? What are you talking about? Dot? No, I'm...
You call it pressing duck when you press something wrong and it takes it off.
The button, okay.
So what would yours be?
Fucking hell. Can you remember the good old days?
What would yours be, Tracy?
Joel, if you...
Oh, how nice. What's that, tea?
Oh, is that your piss sample for the morning?
Sample for the morning.
Yeah, it's good in fridge.
So if I had the money, because I bought a lottery ticket today, because there was tonight the Euro Million.
186 million.
Yeah. Have you ever played? Have you ever bought a ticket with Euro Million? Well,
yeah, Chris bought one today because my right hand keeps.
I bought a lottery. Yeah, I bought a lottery ticket.
It means United are going to win against Liverpool tomorrow.
My mum and dad used to run a syndicate. They used to have like a syndicate.
I used to put it on every week, but then I stopped.
And there's a load of them you could put in. They used to have a syndicate where there'd be a load of them and they'd all chip in.
Yeah,
numbers.
Yeah.
That's okay.
They won a few times.
So Tracy, what would your thing be if you won lottery?
Joel never told us. Joel never told us.
Yeah, I'd like to dance. I'd go abroad as well. I'd probably go visit Jamaica.
I'd buy a
nice mansion.
I'd buy
a Jamaica.
I'd travel the world. What else can
Some of
you?
my family come.
Paris is a bit shit nowadays, isn't it? There's been a lot of stabbings and whatever.
Why are you so much?
And offer gifts to my family, and most of all, give money to associations, such as
fuck associations. That's nasty.
dog care and all what they do for dogs and cats and
Charity, yeah, but it's charity.
people as well.
Nobody said out in chat for quite a while, so I'm throwing it out into chat. What would you do if you won lottery? Because you've heard ours, you know what I mean?
I would.
But yeah, I mean, I've always said, Joel, them that's looked after me when I've needed them, you know,
you know, Brian, can you see Brian on my shoulder? Look at Brian. Tickle, tickle, tickle. He's always on my fucking shoulder, that Brian.
Brian, on your Christmas tree, Brian.
Oh yeah, right at top of Christmas tree.
I've seen the picture of Brian.
Christmas star. 5 days on the Christmas tree.
Christmas star.
Yeah, we've done well actually. Lasted 5 days. So, what would your thing be if you want lottery?
So, what are they saying?
No, nothing.
Really?
Nothing. They haven't said anything since you says a friend in need.
Traveling.
I'd say I'd get all Xbox consoles.
We know what you. We know what you do.
How there's 14 people watching, nobody in the chat. What the fuck's wrong with you people? Come on, type something.
Chris would buy the Sheffield United club. And Callum as well. Wouldn't you? You would. No, you wouldn't own the Christmas. The Christmas.
They might get a VIP box, but I don't know about
VIP box. Yes.
But yeah, they might get a VIP box, but that's about it.
I'm not even sure.
We will never
I'm not even sure I'd want to travel.
I thought you would do to get in for free.
First class, it's like 20 grand, but you can buy a ticket in the back for 500. I mean, that just seems fucking, you know. Just give me a couple of beers and some food, and I'll be happy in the back.
Wear off, freeze my arse off. hey, this is the thing, Easy.
Yeah, Joel.
Well said,
I went in for MOT today. Now, bearing in mind, it's only 4 years old and it failed MOT.
Well, your car?
Yeah. Two like little.
Your brand new car failed the MOT.
He rung about 4 o'clock and he says, I'm sorry, we can't get it back to you today.
And they give you a courtesy car.
Anyway, one you know, when you washer sprays up onto on windscreen, one of them's blocked, and something to do with real.
That's what it failed on.
On something round wheel, yeah.
That's what it failed on. Fuck off.
They give you a courtesy car.
A what?
You get failed on that.
Oh, we're getting it back so it makes no odds.
Pardon?
I feel like crypto going somewhere.
Did you hear that? Chris says they can even fail it for not having no water in it.
No, but they're not going to.
It's motor that's gone on.
His motor that's gone.
Yeah.
They are taking the piss. If they failed you for a fucking washer squirter, and a wheel trim, they are taking the piss.
Well, we don't have to. I'm not bothered what they failed it on.
If you win at the lottery, would you tell your family?
They've got to sort it out with being a mobility
say
car. What if you needed to go somewhere?
Oh yeah, I mean, if we'd have needed it, like let's say if I were going to an hospital appointment or something like that
They've got
tomorrow.
to give you under the car.
We could have said, well, look, we need a car, you know, and they just said, well, we've got a courtesy car for you to use overnight, but we'll have it back tomorrow anyway. But you see, there's that. He said to Chris, we've had that many jobs today. He says, I've not known whether I'm coming or going. So, same as Chris said.
What's happened? You haven't touched your car, and he'll do it in the morning. Give you some funny excuse. That's what's happened.
So Gordo, if you want,
says one time they failed my Frontiera for having a magic tree hanging front mirror. Yeah, because it's obstructing your view.
Off, Gordo.
So Gordo, if you won a big sum,
they can't fucking
money,
fail you because something's obstructing your view. How can they fail you because something's obstructing your view? Just say hang about and I'll remove it. You fucking idiots. That's nonsense, man. It's nonsense.
That's it. But anyway, same as I say, we don't have to worry because we don't have to pay for it. And it's having a full service. And this is the thing, normally, being a Motability car, they'll come and collect it and then they'll drop it back off, right?
You got number 6 because it sounds like sex.
Anyway, so I rung them up and I says, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, they couldn't collect it till the 12th. And the MOT runs out on the 7th. So I says to him, I says, well, what's the point in that? We're going to be 5 days without a car because Chris is not going to drive it with no MOT on it.
No.
So he says, well, only other way I can do it is if he brings it in and then comes and collects it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was the only way we could get round it by us Chris taking it down and then and going to collect it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So other than that, we'd have to wait till 12th, which meant 5 days without a car because Chris won't drive it without no MOT on it. So it's like a catch-22.
That's why I said to Jeanette, you could have asked for a courtesy car.
You know what I mean? It's like a catch-22 situation. Yeah. You know, it's either drive about with no MOT, which Chris won't do.
I've heard Chris saying Chase.
That's me.
I tell him.
Yeah. Chris were up early doors this morning to take it down there.
Then have to get a taxi home, did he?
And then, because you see, he says to me last night, if it's not going to take all that long, I'll hang about for a bit. But then when he went down and he says it's going to be an all-day job, Chris says, well, yeah, I may as well get a taxi home. Hi, Skip, how are you? Hey, it's all done and dusted, Skip. You missed it. I start at 9 o'clock.
Hi, Mr. Skip Smith.
But yeah, so it were a case of Chris went down there, dropped it off, got a taxi back, and they were waiting for a phone call to go and pick it up. But then they rung up and said, oh, well, you know, it's failed and we can't do it till tomorrow. We're going to have it overnight. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Did they say
it failed on the windscreen, on the washer and the wheel trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking the piss. Let me tell you now, they're taking the piss. They haven't done nothing.
Well,
so
they're not taking us for it. Yeah, it's Vauxhall. They're taking the piss. You know what I mean?
No. Being a mobility car, what Jeanette's saying, they've got to fix it anyway. It's not coming out of her pocket.
Yeah,
I know, but
end of the day, courtesy car.
Jamie,
Jamie, like you say.
Thank you very, very much, Jamie. But anyway, same as I say, we ain't got to put his hand in his pocket. It's going at MOT. It's going to full service. You know,
full service.
They valid it as well.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Listen, I'm driving a 20-year-old van. My squirty are like fucking cockeyed. One goes over there, one
It
goes
was
over there.
registered in 2019. And it's YT.
14-year-old car.
YT, which is obviously
14-year-old.
YouTube.
Obviously, listen, I gotta go after food. I'll speak
Yeah,
to you all
I'm
later.
not going to be on much longer anyway because we've got to
If you're
take all the people
starving,
down and everything. Jamie's in.
I'm starving. I haven't stopped.
Yeah,
I've
thank
just
you for coming
had
up,
nuggets.
See
Easy.
you later, Easy.
Chips
See you
No
and
worries,
later.
I'll speak to you all
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Night, Easy.
The live stream's playing again.
But that's the thing, you know, you've got to have a good relationship with a mechanic or MOT
Oh.
tester, you know, and it's like
With
if we pay it. But we
an
all
you need
sorry.
to know an electrician, plumber, mechanical, who has a painter, plumber, all
This
electrician.
is the thing, being a Motability car,
Yeah.
it's in their hands, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So they're gonna, you know,
Why can't you be a bunny?
you know, they might be a bit slow on doing the jobs, but
Yeah.
you know, we know that that's going to come back and it's had a service, it's had its MOT, and it's in tip-top condition.
So you have to
You
be
know what I
patient
mean?
for it.
And,
Patient.
and we know that it's covered. I mean, yeah, we've been without it today, but rather than being without it 5 days and, you know, just for the sake of
Yes.
picking it up and dropping it off, you know, same as
The thing
Christmas.
is that cars
All
are really
sacrifices and all that, you know, being 1 day without it is better than being 5 days without
it's
it. You know
really
what I mean?
expensive, and the maintenance and repairing and spare parts and all that, it's really
Yeah. You
overpriced.
see that we don't have to worry about anything like that, Joel. Everything's covered.
It
Tax,
is covered
tax,
by
insurance,
the insurance.
MOT, everything. Only thing we have to do is put fuel in it.
Yeah, but fuel, can you imagine the price of the cost, what it costs?
But yeah, you know.
Where it's like LGBT.
Right, I am going to end it now because all this has got to come down. Sorry you missed it, Jamie. Sorry you missed it, Skip. I'm sure you'll watch it.
They can rewatch. They can.
You can have a look at it before you cook it.
Because I'm not working.
Yeah, that's Tracy's.
Oh, looks so nice.
Yeah, he's been in a
We feel like
inside that's got the mincemeat and the strawberry.
You know, if you missed it, watch it back.
Yes, I will watch it back.
I shall see you all tomorrow. So, see you later, guys.
Bye bye. Thank you, Jeanette Tracy.
Joel.
Everyone.
The intro and outro as well. Look, I've watched this.
Wow.
Done by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Done by yourself. Oh. I can't even do this.